Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of products I have not used or I forgot about. I have quite a few of these. I know some of them I'm going to have to kind of just emphasize and use my, not emphasize, improvise. Improvise and use ones that I do use because I do have, such as blush and bronzer. I don't have any ones I've forgotten about. I've always used the same ones or they're old and I need to throw them away. So I'm just going to cut to the chase and show you all the items I'm going to be using today that I have not used in so long and I honestly forgot about because they've been up in my closet. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Pearl Primer. I have not used this in so long. I already put it on my skin. There's really nothing that it really does besides blur out your pores. I do have the full tube of the regular Benefit Professional. This one isn't much a big difference. It's honestly about the same, just a little bit of a sheen too, as you can see, but it's good. I haven't used it in a long time because this product didn't work well with one of my foundations, so I kind of just like put it away. So yeah, I already have it on my skin. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This shade is so yellow. I don't know why I have this shade, but it is absolutely too yellow for me, but we're just gonna go with it today and maybe use a powder that's a little bit more pink so it kind of balances out. But yeah, I haven't used this in a very long time. It's been about maybe a year or two since I have used this. This probably expired, so let's just act like it's not expired. But yeah, I don't really remember absolutely loving it whenever I did use it. I just remember it being a little bit sticky, but if I set my face, then we'll see how that goes. So we're going to use that for foundation. And then for concealer, this is the OG Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This one doesn't have a lot of coverage, but this is one of the only ones that I had that wasn't expired or absolutely terrible that I need to throw away or give away. So this one's in the shade Ivory. And I'm going to use this today, but since it's not super full coverage, I am going to mix in my Tarte Shape Tape. I know I just need to have a full coverage under eye because my bags are so bad. So this is what we're going to be using for concealer. I used to use this all the time when I was younger, and then I discovered I have really bad under eye circles, so I stopped using this. But yeah, I'm going to use this today. And then to set my face, I'm not going to be using my Coty Airspun powder, sadly. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me powder in a buff beige. This is pretty dark for me, but I'm just going to do it very lightly, and hopefully this is a little bit pink, so hopefully this will kind of help that foundation out a little bit. But I have not used a pressed powder in a very long time. I mean, the other pressed powder I do use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus one, but I love that one. But I used to use this all the time. As you can see, I hit pan in it. I used to go ham on my face with this powder, but yeah, so I'm going to be using this one today. And then blush and bronzer are going to be the same, my Milani Blush and Tea Rose, and then my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't have any ones that I forgot about. Those are pretty much the only ones I actually have and use. But for highlight, I'm going to be going in for the cream highlight. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. I remember using this a lot during the summer. It's not very like blinding, but it gives your skin just a nice little glow, and it is a cream product, but it has like a really weird texture to it. It's pretty, but it has almost like a powdery, balmy texture. So I'm going to be using this underneath this one. I use this specific highlightless brand all the time, but I have not used this specific shade in a really long time. The Wet n Wild Precious Petals. It's a little bit dark, but if I can use just a little bit, I can get away with it. So I'm using this. Normally I stay with my Anastasia Amrezy highlight and my Fenty Beauty one. So we're going to use this one today and see how it goes. And then for eyes, we're going to use the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. I used to love this palette so much. As you can see, I really loved the highlight shades. I might go in with a couple of these highlight shades, but I haven't used this eyeshadow in so long. So I'm going to go in with that today, and we're going to create a really pretty eye look. Not sure what eye look I'm going to go for, but we're actually going to do something that's not just a color in the crease. We're actually going to do something pretty. So yeah, this is the palette we're going to use today. Oh, and then for brows, I'm not going to be doing anything different. I don't have any other brow products besides my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I think I'm going to use, I haven't used this in literally so long. I think I maybe only even used it once or twice. This is the Bite lipstick, Bite Beauty lipstick matte cream in Glace. Oh my god. It's in this one. You probably can't see it, but yeah, it's this shade. I'm probably gonna go in with this and then a little bit of gloss on top. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. And if I forgot something, oh, mascara, almost forgot. For mascara, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express. I know I used to use this a lot whenever I was in middle school, and I repurchased it like a year ago, and I only used it once. I don't think I was really into it, but we're gonna try and see how we like it today. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. And if I forgot anything, then I guess you'll probably know now if I forgot something, but we'll see whenever we start applying our makeup. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, since I already primed with that professional primer, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Sheer Glow foundation. Let's pray. I'm gonna mix up a little bit. Let's pray that this isn't crazy. But I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. What I hated about this foundation, I remember, is first of all the color. Look how yellow that is. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit. I'm not gonna do a lot because I don't want to look like I have jaundice. But what I do remember not liking about this foundation was obviously the pump. I still don't like that, but I do remember it being sticky on my face. So we're just gonna go in with the Morphe M439 brush. Yeah, and we're just gonna start applying to the skin. Woo, that is so yellow. Oh my god, pray for me. Pray for me, it's so yellow. I don't really remember it being super full coverage, but I know that I'm definitely not applying this with a beauty blender because I remember it being sticky. So I'm going to try to avoid the stickiness and just, or at least most of the stickiness, and go with a brush. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad now. I'm not getting full coverage at all. I'm getting more of a medium coverage, but I haven't really put a lot on. Okay, so if you look at my skin, it's pretty natural. It doesn't have like a matte. It's pretty like a natural finish, but I can see, why does it look like I have like a ring right there? I think that's just my head. But as you can see, it is very yellow. Woo! It's yellow. It looks more yellow in the lighting than it does in person. But right now I'm burnt on my chest, so like compared to it, it's like crazy looking. So yeah, the foundation doesn't look that bad. I can't really feel it on my skin. I think this brush really works well with it because it kind of shears out a little bit, and so it's not so like sticky and full on. So now we're gonna go in with concealer. I really like how this is looking, but obviously, I mean, it's a little yellow because I thought I was a yellow base, but no, I'm more neutral pinky. So we're gonna go in with concealer. And first I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which I know is going to cover up nothing. I'm just going to go in with that first. I need to get a smaller mirror because this is hurting my hand. This is really going to cover up nothing. And I'm pretty sure I remembered this like collecting around my eyebrows because I have dryness there. So I'm going to go in and just blend this out with my beauty blender. And then obviously I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape to save this because it's probably going to look bad. I mean, that gave some coverage. Not crazy coverage, but it gave a little bit. My skin actually looks pretty good right now. But I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape just a little bit. I'm just going to apply this a little bit right there. We want that full coverage. And this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Light Neutral, and I'm just gonna go in my beauty blender. Well, we are super full coverage right now, but I just realized I don't have a translucent powder to set my under eyes, so I am gonna go in with my Coty Airspun powder and just set my under eyes, and that's it, and then go in with that other powder around the face. But before we actually set the face, I'm going to go in with that cream highlight. I almost forgot. And I'm just really just gonna put it on my face. Actually, no. I'm gonna go and put it on my fingers and then put it on my face because I don't want to take off anything that was underneath it. So I'm just gonna rub my finger just a little bit on it. And this is more of like a pinky shade. And it's almost as dry as like a powder. So it's like a weird, like it doesn't stay sticky at all. It just feels like a powder. So I'm gonna go in and just press into my skin. As you can see, it just gives a little bit. And it's really gonna get covered up because we're gonna set our face. But I almost feel like I don't even need to set my face. My face doesn't feel like it needs to be set, which is not what I was expecting with that NARS Sheer Glow, because I remember it being very sticky on me. But I wonder, because whenever I did use this, I did have oily skin, so I wonder if that's what it is. So I'm just gonna go in and tap, tap, tap. So now that that little cream highlight is on, I'm just gonna go in with a tiny, tiny bit of powder. I don't want to do too much. So before we move on to the eyes, I'm actually going to set the rest of my face. I'm not gonna do a lot. I'm always gonna do a tiny, tiny bit because I really don't feel like my face needs to be set that much. So I'm just gonna go in just a little bit, tap it off, and kind of just press around my face. And I don't want to cover up that highlight, so I'm gonna try and avoid that spot. So I feel like our face is looking really, really nice. I honestly am pretty shocked. I didn't think it was gonna look this good. I thought I was gonna hate the way my skin looked, but I'm pretty shocked. So I'm just gonna fast forward. I'm gonna do my bronzer and blush, and I'll be right back. No, oh my gosh, my blush just broke. It's like cracked in the middle. No, please no. Now that we have our bronzer and blush on, I'm sorry, my voice is like, I'm so tongue-tied today, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go in with my highlights. And for highlights today, we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I really like this highlight. I just haven't used this shade in a very long time. I'm just gonna go in with a tiny, tiny bit. I don't want it to be too dark on my skin because it is a very dark shade. I use this shade a lot on my sister, and she's a lot tanner than me. So I'm just gonna pop it on the high points of my face. And this is such a great formula. I love these highlights so, so much. So as you can see, it's just very blinding. And then that cream highlight underneath just really makes it pop even more. So now that the face is done, I'm gonna go and start on the eyes. I'm gonna do my eyebrows last. I just don't feel like doing them right now. But before, I'm gonna set with my Anastasia Dewy set. I'm really excited to use this. I've used it once, but that was just on my like bare skin. I haven't used it actually on top of foundation yet, so it's kind of gonna be kind of like a first impression. So and speaking of, this smells so good. That got all over my legs. This smells so good. It's like, it smells like you're at the beach. It's like so heavenly. But yeah, I really like the way my skin is looking right now, so we're just gonna move on to the eyes. Okay, good. This has a mirror, so I don't have to keep using that giant thing. Okay, so for the first shade, we're gonna go in, there's not like a super light transition shade, so we're just gonna go in with this shade and just pack it, or put it on lightly in the crease. So we're just gonna put that on. I'm gonna try and I kind of want to do it all over my lid, do like a really nice brown, kind of bronzy eye, since we have these gold and bronzy shades. So I'm just gonna put this on my eye. And I do love VH Cosmetics formula. I have this palette and the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I really like the formula. It blends very nicely. I love this color. It is such like it's almost like a cool tone brown, but it has a little bit of purple in it, and it just makes green eyes pop like crazy, and I love the way this looks. So now I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go, these two kind of look the same. these shades, but I'm going to go in with the second one and just put that closer to my lash line with a smaller crease brush. It's actually pretty hard to do a bronzy eye with this palette because both of those colors lean more neutral to cool tone shades because all the darker shades are more purpley. So it's going to be kind of like a bronzy purpley eye, and I hope it turns out good. So we're just going to keep blending that, and on camera this looks very like choppy, but I'm going to go back and blend it, so just don't mind that. And I'm going to go back in with this brush and just add a little bit of that first color we put in, and then I'm just going to add that a little bit on the crease just to make a good gradient fade. I'm just going to use that same brush and just go a little bit underneath my outer corner of my eye. I never do a lot underneath my eye for some reason. I just feel like it doesn't look good on my eye shape. But now we're done with all the matte colors, and now we're going to go in with this bronzy shade. Oh, with this bronzy shade, and if not, we might lighten up with a couple of those golder shades. So I'm just going to go without my finger. Look how pretty that is. I'm just going to hit that on the eyelid. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I love that shade. These eyeshadows are so creamy and so easy to blend. It's unreal. I miss using this palette. These are so pigmented. I love this. And I know I look absolutely crazy right now because I don't have my eyebrows on. So we're going to go in and do my eyebrows real quick, and then I'm going to pop on some mascara. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are kind of on, they kind of look a little whack. But I really, okay, let me know if y'all like this lighting, because for some reason I feel like this lighting's almost like too bright, but then again I feel like that's too not bright. I think I might keep it like this for the rest of the video, maybe. I don't really know which one's better. I'm sure I'll figure out whenever I start editing and then be like, wow, that looks so bad, Hannah. But now I'm going to go in with my mascara. And for the mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express in the shade. I'm assuming it's black. Let's hope it's black and not like a different color, because that would just be a little crazy. Yeah, that's definitely black. So I'm just going to go in and coat my lashes. Okay, so it's not really my favorite mascara, but I really love the way my eyes turned out. I think it looks so pretty. So for the lips, I'm going to go in with this Bite Beauty lipstick in whatever that word is. So I'm just going to go in. Well, that was a lot. Wow, that looks nothing like that. Yeah, I am taking that off, and I'm just going to throw a gloss on, because and where in God's name do you see that the same color? That looks nothing like this. I'm gonna be right back and take this off and put a gloss on. So I'm just gonna pop on this gloss, the Vivid Hot Lacquer lip gloss by Maybelline. I haven't used this in a very long time. It's very thick lip gloss. Oh yeah, looks way better than the last color. But yeah, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I know this was a little different, but I really hope that y'all liked the look that I created with the Carly Bible palette. And I actually really enjoyed playing with products I haven't used in a while, because I really like how most of them came out. The mascara wasn't really my favorite. I got to build it up to how I like it, but not as much as my other mascara. I don't have to build it up as much as I did, but it wasn't bad. And then of course I loved that palette. I haven't used it in a very long time, but I really like it. And the foundation looks a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. It feels a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. So I am genuinely surprised at how good this turned out. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and let me know what other videos y'all like to see, and please subscribe to my channel. I would highly appreciate it. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.